Alright, greetings and salutations, guys. It's Ren from Viridian Audio, and I just wanted to make this quick video to basically archive this preset because I have a nasty habit of losing things. But this is essentially what we're working with today. I kind of like made this when I was trying to make dubstep type music and shit. This was like back during the 2016 and all that, and I was still obsessed with dubstep. Very, very simple synth. I mean, if you want, you can literally just screenshot the settings right now and recreate the synth because there's nothing fancy happening. It's all just super basic automation, nothing fancy. However, if you want to remake it from scratch with me, well, all right, let's get started. Super simple. We're going to reinitialize the synth. And now we got that sound, right? It sounds like poo. So we're basically going to turn on all of our 3 oscillators and all that good stuff. Cool. And we're basically going to drop everything like about an octave. Cool. It should basically sound like this. Because it is a bass sound after all. Okay, so basically for our first oscillator, we're basically going to select deep throat with that, okay? And we're gonna leave amp at normal, right? We're gonna increase the FM to, we're gonna put this up to FM1. We're gonna decrease intensity to maybe about there, give or take. And we're gonna move the wavetable position to about, I would say 11 o'clock, 10:30-ish, around there. Okay, cool. And should sound like something like this. Cool. Nothing fancy. And for oscillator 2, we're going to select, believe it was Digigrain 2 or something like that. Yeah, Digigrain 2. And we're going to increase this to up to F1. And that's what we have so far. Cool. Now we're going to lower our wavetable position to about 11:30-ish, just about there. And we're going to leave intensity and amp at the same thing. Cool. For oscillator 3, we're going to select deep groan or something like that. It was groan 2, I believe, was the one I used for this preset. Yeah, groan 2. Sounds pretty cool right now where it is. Cool. And then so for our modulation oscillator, we're going to turn that on. And basically we're going to enable phase for oscillator 1. And I mean, I just like fixed a little bit right there. So nothing super fancy. And coming down over here to our noise, we're going to leave it at white, and then we're just going to lower the color all the way down. So we're going to hop over here to our filter 1. We're going to lower it a little bit, maybe at about like 90%. For our filter 1, we're simply going to use a scream filter. As for the cutoff, we're going to have it about, I would say about there. And that would be, say, a little past 3 o'clock. It's fine. Then we're going to put our scream and drop that to about like maybe 10, 9 o'clock, 30-ish. And our resonance, we're just going to leave it at the top. Cool. So this is what we got so far. Doesn't sound like much, but once we start like with the automations, sound pretty cool. Then for our first effect, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add a dimension expander. I believe it's what it's called. There you go. And we're going to lower the wet to about, I would say about 10 o'clock-ish. 10 o'clock seems to be my favorite in this thing. Really widens it up, I guess you can say. And we're just going to increase the size a little bit. Nothing fancy. Cool. Cool. Now, here's where the fun starts. we're gonna head to envelope 1, and we're just gonna envelope 4. Now, if your stuff isn't like this, if it does look like 3, just bring this up. You'll be fine. All right, that's all we're gonna do. It's basically increasing the decay level all the way up. Make sure everything's cool. Then envelope 5 is where everything starts coming together. So what basically we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this this sine wave, and then we're gonna scooch it right on over till it's about right there. Okay, we're gonna click sync, and that's gonna bring up this ratio. Now we're going to need an oscillator on oscillator 1, and then on intensity in the first slot, we're gonna bring it to click and drag downwards. We need to about right there. Okay, cool. Sweet. Then we're going to need. Then we're going to drag the fifth LFO all the way here to the cutoff in the filter, the scream filter. Sorry. And we're simply just gonna click and drag that down. And it's already starting to form. Sweet. Now we're going to drag another one to the scream filter's scream. All right, and we're gonna click and drag downwards. Yeah, drag down to about maybe right about there. Cool. And if I remember, I think back here in LFO, we'll switch it over to the triangle wave, and that should just about do it. Then just drag it over here. Cool. And then what's cool is that you can basically automate this ratio, and you can get some pretty nice sounds out of it. Basically, it gives you that that old school Skrillex-styled wobble and stuff like that. Though he used FM8, I'm doing it on massive, obviously, but pretty much. Let's see if I remember correctly. I think I did have some phaser, if I remember correctly, though I don't remember the settings all too much. Cool, it does pretty much sparkles it up, I guess you can say. Makes it a little bit brighter. And that's essentially it. I mean, you could make this more aggressive by running it through like a bus and basically putting, I don't know, sausage fattener or some sort of saturation and like, or some distortion of some sort to give it like more aggressive if you really want. But that's pretty much just the gist of it, man. If you want, I'm gonna leave this preset, well, this tutorial preset and my original preset available on my Buy Me a Coffee. So you guys can like basically download that for free. But I'll show how this sounds in a mix in a little bit. Really appreciate you all watching and enjoy.